Hello everybody and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. We are back with Game 2 against the Brewers in this 4-game set. Lost yesterday. What was it, 1-2? Or 2-1, I guess, maybe a better way to put it. Sounds more natural. Brewers only had 3 hits, but 2 of those were solo home runs, so... And the Squirrels just couldn't scrape enough together. There were plenty of chances, but just could not cash in. So we'll see if we can bounce back today. As you can see, the normal lineup in. So I've also got a Dairy Queen Blizzard I'm enjoying at the same time. They've got a app-exclusive dirt pudding one. Not too bad, though. Mine could have used some more Oreo pieces. Graves on the mound. That seems like a good way to try to bounce back from a loss. Again, not that Jonathan pitched badly. He didn't. Though I'm sure he especially wanted to pitch back to Ryan Braun when he crushed it about 500 feet. Tony Gwynn Jr. to lead things off. He'll start off with a high fastball for strike one. Another fastball for strike two. And a curveball just inside. I actually thought he had him there. Changeup this time gets a swing and a miss for strike three. Should also mention, recording a little bit later than usual today. Decided to take a little nap this afternoon instead of recording the game, so I'd be a little fresher for this. So, hopefully that pans out. Ronnie Cedeno has an 0-2 count. And he will look at 3 straight strikes. 2 away, 2 strikeouts. Ryan Braun at the plate. As mentioned, hit his 18th home run yesterday. I do not believe there's been a ballpark built that would have held that one. Flies this one into left, and Frank will make the catch. 1-2-3 start for the Brewers. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels. The Brewers, I do believe... Yeah, they've got their normal lineup in. I do believe that's Nick Blackburn on the mound. We have seen him before. Quite a few times, actually. First pitch to Kester. I couldn't get my words out. First pitch to Kester is a strike. Second one a ball. Slider breaks too far outside. Outside again with the slider. It's 3-1. Gets the call with the fastball at the knees for a full count. And Kester puts this one just foul down the left field line. Tries it again. This is a soft liner to Muto over at third. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's going to bat left-handed. And that curveball bounces in. Then he's outside. Blackburn having a little trouble finding the plate here. 3-0. Puts over a fastball. Cut fastball. Then throws a slider. We've got a full count again. Oh, a high fastball. I think I agree with Marvin. I thought it was too high, but they call it strike 3. So Chief to the plate with 2 outs. He swings and misses at a curveball. Swings and misses at a changeup. Blackburn strikes out the side. 6 up, 6 down. The only ball in play in that first inning was a lazy fly ball to left by Ryan Braun. Bill Hall will come to the plate to lead off the second. Hall hit the other home run yesterday. Not nearly as impressive. It landed just over the left field wall in the space between the wall and the bleachers. Pops this one up in front of the plate. Tom is waiting on it, and he makes the grab. 1 away, Nitro at the plate. He will look at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Also just occurred to me, I don't remember who had the third hit for Milwaukee yesterday. So, if you're interested, I guess you'll have to go back and watch yesterday's game. Nitro pops back up to Graves. That'll bring Mercado to the plate. He looks at strike one. Change up just a bit outside. That slider down at the feet of Mercado. That's going to stay fair right next to the left field line. That's the first hit of the game. A two-out single brings Muto to the plate, and he hits a ground ball, one hopper, whatever you want to call it, to Kester. It's an out either way. But we finally have a hit in the game as we go to the bottom of the second, where Terry will lead things off. First pitch is called strike one on the outside corner, as is the second pitch. That one looked like it might have been low. A little pop up to first. Nitro makes the grab. One down. Frank to the plate. Frank only 2 home runs on the year. Not that anybody in our team hits that many home runs, but Frank usually would have more than that by now. Puts a line drive into left, but it stays up so Braun can make the catch. So yeah, Tom at 8 home runs. Usually he and Frank are neck and neck, but kind of feel like last year it was a reverse where Tom wasn't hitting as many home runs, but Frank was. Tom, after the NL All-Star votes, at least as they stand right now, were released yesterday as Tom flies out to right. Tom is still the leading vote getter for NL catchers. Chief third amongst third basemen. I don't expect him to get to first. We go to the third inning in this game. Excuse me, had a hiccup. Van Hecken to the plate, and he will start off with a swing and a miss. Called strike will make it 0-2. Line drive, Chief will make that grab. Ends up being a bit of a leaping grab. Blackburn to the plate. Looks at strike one. He is hitting over 200, not by a lot, but 208. I think that's more than all of our pitchers, except for Graves, actually, can say. It's a bit surprising because Graves is usually one of our worst hitting pitchers, and that's saying something. Blackburn with the 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 away. That was the third strikeout for Graves to get through the first go-around of the Brewers' order. Gwynn struck out in his first at-bat. Fouls this one off his foot. It's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gwynn strikes out for the second time. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Only 1 hit so far in the game. Zach is due up for the Squirrels. First pitch to Zach is called a strike. And that pitch a bit inside. Hit towards short. Bill Hall will take care of that. 1 away. Joey to the plate. He looks at strike one and then swings and misses for strike two. Looks at strike three. Graves to the plate, hitting .276 this year, which is just honestly mind-boggling for how he usually hits. Hits that one down the left field line, but it is foul. 0-2. Watches ball one, and then a ground ball to Cedeno will end the third inning. We go to the fourth, and Ronnie Cedeno will lead off for the Brewers. It's still scoreless.
Number 5, Ronnie Cedeno.
Cedeno struck out at his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. I do believe he looked at 3 straight strikes, if I remember right. So he has looked at 5 strikes in a row, finally swings the bat, but comes up empty. One down. Ryan Braun flew out to left in his first at bat. Has an 0-2 count in this at bat. Called strike 3. 2 away, Bill Hall. He popped out, but I think that was the one Graves caught? Or was that? No, I think that's wrong. I'm pretty sure Tom caught that one, and then Graves caught Nitro's. There were two in between the mound and the plate pop-ups right back to back, if I remember right. In any case, in this at-bat, Hall has a 2-2 count. He will swing and miss for strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still no runs, barely any hits. Kester is due up for the Squirrels. 3 strikeouts for Blackburn the first time through the Squirrels' order. Kester not one of them. He lined out to, I believe, Muto. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat, and he will watch that pitch miss down and away. Tries to bunt with 2 strikes and whiffs it. So that's the 4th strikeout of the day for Blackburn. Marvin struck out at his first at-bat. Hits this one. That's going to stay fair and roll all the way into the left field corner. First hit for the Squirrels is a 1-out double by Marvin. So the Squirrels instantly threatening to score after 1 whole hit. Chief will take a ball and swing and miss to make it a 1-1 count. This pitch gets away from Van Hecken, so that's going to put the first run of the game 90 feet away with only 1 out. Ground ball to second, throw goes home, and it's not in time. Marvin in there safely. So mark that down as a fielder's choice for Chief. And then Terry with a base hit up the middle. That puts runners on first and second, still only the 1 out, and the Squirrels with a 1-0 lead. Frank fouls that first pitch away. There's a called strike to make it 0-2. And that's not going to get over Hall's head. He makes the grab. 2 away, 2 on. Tom at the plate. He will look at a changeup inside. And a curveball into the dirt. This is going to get down into left field. Chief coming in to score. Terry on his way to third. Tom is going to take off for second. Not sure if he would have. They're going to credit him with a double. I'm not sure if he would have made it there without a throw to third or not. Zach pops this one up high in the air to second. Cedeno makes the grab. That ends the inning, but the Squirrels plate 2 will go into the 5th, where Nitro will lead things off for Milwaukee. Yeah, I think Nitro's the one that popped up and Graves caught it. I think Tom caught that one. In this at-bat, Nitro looks at strike 1, then swings and misses at strike 2. And that one's a bit low. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 0-1 down. Mercado to the plate. He got the, I believe, only Brewers hit so far in his first at-bat. Has an 0-2 count. And he will pop this foul. Tom is going to catch up with it. So that's a foul out for Mercado. Brings Muto to the plate. Ground out to second in his first at-bat. Looks at a slider for strike 1. It was a borderline call, we'll say. That one a more definitive strike. 0-2. That changeup well out of the zone. There's a swing and a miss. Might have been a strike anyway on the outside. Pretty good 2-strike pitch. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Squirrels ahead 2-0. Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom of the 5th.
Number 20, Joey.
So Joey struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. That cutter stays high. Swing and a miss again, makes it 1-2. Called strike 3. That was a pretty good curveball. Graves to the plate, ground out in his first at-bat. Blackburn nearing the end, it looks like. Oh, Graves swings at a pitch he probably shouldn't have. It's 1-1. That looks like the same pitch, and it was called a ball. That one looked more like a strike. Graves fouled it away. It's a 2-2 count. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 down, Kester at the plate. He's 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Blackburn up to 6 strikeouts after 2 trips through the Squirrels' order. Kester with a 2-1 count. Fouled back, makes it 2-2. Bounces in. It's a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. Kester again shows bunt with 2 strikes and again comes up empty. I don't know what he thinks he's doing up there. But we're going to move on to the 6th inning. Van Hecken will lead off for the Brewers. It's still a 2-0 Squirrels lead. Van Hecken with a line out to Chief, I believe, in his first at-bat. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Line drive, this one will get through the right side of the infield for the second Brewers hit of the day. And the Brewers are going to pinch hit for Blackburn and send Ricky Weeks back up here. Feels like the first time in a while the computer being aggressive with their substitutions, and thank goodness for it. Weeks swings and misses and then looks at strike 2. Looks at strike 3, but at least you had a better shot with Weeks than you did with Blackburn. Tony Gwynn Jr. is struck out in both at-bats. Graves with 10 strikeouts after 2 trips through the Brewers' order. Gwynn with an 0-2 count. Does not chase that fastball. Swing and a miss at the changeup. 11 strikeouts on the day. Cedeno is struck out in both at-bats. So Graves aiming for strikeout number 12 out of what would be 18 outs. 2-1 count. Make it 3-1. Takes an extra second and walks Cedeno. That brings Ryan Braun to the plate. If he does what he did yesterday, the Brewers will suddenly have the lead. That first fastball is too low. The changeup gets away. Boy, and Brewers might have been able to score as far back as that went. 2-0 count on Braun, 2 runners in scoring position, and it's now a 3-0 count. Graves getting squeezed a little bit, it feels like. Well, then gets a call on the borderline pitch. He's now walked the bases full with 2 outs. Bill Hall at the plate, who I will remind you also hit a home run yesterday. Graves lost his touch here. Just needs to get 1 out to get out of this game. 1-1 count. Starting to wonder if Graves has hurt himself a little bit out here. Gets Hall to swing, and he's going to drop it into center field. Milwaukee's going to tie this game. Runners on the corners. It's now 2-2, and Nitro at the plate. There are still 2 outs, but the Brewers threatening to go ahead. First pitch is called a strike as he checks over on first. And misses outside. Graves suddenly is having a real struggle to throw strikes. Ground ball to first. That's going to end the top of the 6th, but Brewers get 2 back. It's now 2 runs apiece, 3 hits apiece for these teams. Marvin's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom of the 6th. Villanueva is going to come on to pitch for the Brewers. We've seen quite a bit of him this year. So Ricky Weeks was just used as a pinch hitter. He does not stay in the game. Bill Hall and Muto will do their normal switch on the left side of the infield. I don't remember what Marvin did in his last at-bat. I know he struck out in his first one. Has a 2-0 count here, though. That curveball called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will bring Chief to the plate. Has an RBI. Got a fielder's choice. Oh, that's right, Marvin hit a double last time. I really should have remembered that. And then advanced to third on the wild pitch, and Chief knocked him in on a fielder's choice when the couldn't get that throw home in time. A little bit of a high hop to third, but Hall able to get the throw there in time. 2 down. Terry 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And this one is fouled away. Wasn't fouled by much, must say. Pops this one high in the air. Bill Hall waiting for it. And he makes the grab. Well, suddenly it feels like Graves needs to stay in the game for another inning. At least until his spot in the order comes up. Mercado to the plate is 1 for 2. Single and a foul out. Graves starts him off with a strike. And he gets a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Chases, or doesn't really chase, he got the fastball by him. Don't know if you can really say Graves blew it by anybody, but it's kind of what it looked like there for the first out of the inning. Muto will take strike 1. And that pitch down in the dirt. Ground ball that Kester will field. 2 away. Van Hecken, 1 for 2 today. Line out and a single. First pitch is called a strike. And that fastball stays high. Pops this one up. Graves will field it just a step in front of the rubber. We go to the 7th inning stretch. We're tied at 2. Frank to lead things off for the Squirrels. Right, Frank to the plate. He swings and misses at a curveball. I think he took too long to make his mind up on it. Swings and misses at a changeup to make it 0-2. And a swing and a miss at another curveball. 1 down, Tom at the plate. As expected, he was credited with a double in his last at-bat. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. And that pitch down and away. It's 3-0. Takes all the way. That changeup was called a strike. Ooh. High fastball called strike 2 to fill the count. That one pretty much right down the middle, and Tom puts it into the right center gap. He thought about... what are we doing? Tom with some real dumb base running gets himself thrown out. 2 away, Zach at the plate. What are we doing, guys? I don't think Zach has a hit in this game. I'm just disgusted after that base running display. Zach with a 3-0 count. He's going to get a base hit into left center, and that's going to roll a ways. Probably would have scored Tom. Will Zach go for 3? He will not. Didn't really need to. A double is fine in this situation. that probably would have scored Tom from first if he had just stayed put. Joey to the plate, 2 away, runner on second, and they're going to intentionally walk him. So we are going to pinch hit pinch hit Miyake. Left-handed hitter against a right-handed pitcher, and he's been very solid this year, so I just got a feeling. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch from Villanueva. Here's a fastball right down the middle. Miyake did not swing, though it was the first pitch he saw. Hits this one, and it is going to get down for a base hit. Zach is going to score, and the Squirrels take a 3-2 lead. Kester to the plate now, 2 on, 2 outs, and he gets a base hit up the middle. Joey is going to come in and score, and that's going to make it 4-2. 2 on, Marvin now at the plate, so maybe this is going to be a better double switch than I thought. Hits a pop-up, Cedeno goes into shallow outfield and makes the catch, so that actually works out perfectly. We go to the 8th. Villanueva's spot is due up in the order. We are going to put Hermida in, so sorry, Jones.
Your attention, please. Now coming up pitch for Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida.
First pitch, called a strike. Whatever you need, just ask me. Let me see what she says. Villanueva gets to hit here. He will have a ground ball to first, to 1 away. Not real sure after I was just praising the Brewers' substitutions earlier. They make a boneheaded decision there. Tony Gwynn Jr. struck out in all 3 at-bats, has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He does get the ball in play, a ground ball that Kester will field. 2 down. Ronnie Cedeno, 2 strikeouts and a walk. So has not put the ball in play yet. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Curveball bounces in. Cedeno does not chase it. Hits this one foul. Still 1-2. Called strike 3. So Cedeno does not appear he will put a ball in play today. 3 strikeouts and a walk. We go to the bottom of the 8th, where Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels, who are leading 4-2.
Your attention, please. Now coming up to pitch for the Brewers.
David, right?
54,
I thought. David Risky is going to take over on the mound, which leaves me scratching my head even more why they didn't pinch hit for Villanueva. Chief swings and misses at the first pitch. Another swing and a miss. This one, that's going to get down into center field for a leadoff single. That'll bring Terry to the plate. He is 1 for 3, a single sandwiched between a couple flyouts. Has a 1-1 count to start this at-bat. And grounds this one foul. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, and it was supposed to be a hit and run. Leads to a strike him out, throw him out. So 2 outs with the bases empty, and Frank promptly gets a hit into right up the middle, rolls into center field. So Tom, 2 for 3 on the day. Now at the plate, has that pitch break low. Low again, makes it 2-0. That splitter called a strike. And so is that slider, 2-2. Inside, we got a full count, 2 outs. Frank will be off. Oh, Tom swings at ball 4, and that will end the 8th inning. So Shibuya will come on to try to get save number 32 or 33, something like that. Ryan Braun's going to lead things off for the Brewers.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 13, Shibuya.
All right, Ryan Braun, 0 for 2. Flew out to left, struck out, and walked. Fouls the first pitch away. Hits this one high in the air. Will Chief catch up to it? He will. A foul out for Braun starts off the inning. Brings Bill Hall to the plate. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike one. This one down by Hall's feet. Goes low again, and Hall puts it right through the middle for another base hit. Brings a tying run to the plate in the form of Nitro, though he is 0 for 3 today. Hits this one. That's going to be through the right side of the infield for another hit. So that's going to bring the go-ahead run to the plate in the form of Mercado. Only one out. First pitch swung on and missed. That one stays low. This one is going to be foul. Makes it 1-2. Throws in the fastball, gets a ground ball to first. Terry goes to second with it, and back to first in time, and that will end the ball game. The Squirrels bounce back. Your final score today, Milwaukee Brewers 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 4. So that evens this series at 1 game apiece. As we take a look at a few highlights. Miyake is your player of the game. He came in, drove in the winning run, pinch hitting, so no issues with that. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. And we will have Game 3 with the Brewers tomorrow. We will see you then.